Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is a lady that does just about everything. She's the ambassador of the Las Vegas Blues Hall of Fame, a CEO, an advocate, an event planner, an author, and the daughter of the legendary King of Blues, Mr. Riley B.B. King. Please welcome Rita King. Hi, Rita.
Hi, Allie. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's such an honor. So basically, I know that being the ambassador for the Blues Hall of Fame in Vegas, that's a new thing. That started in October, right?
Yes, it started in October, and I'm just really honored to be an ambassador. I'm just walking in my father's footsteps. But wanted to let everyone know that the Blues Hall of Fame, Las Vegas is the local chapter, but it's a free and it's open to everyone. It's an international organization consisting of performing blues artists, and friends. People who believe that nominating and inducting blues artists as legendary, master, and great honor, just great blues musicians.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just fantastic, and I'm just honored to be a part of the organization.
So what is your role? What exactly do you do?
Well, what I do is that I'm able to nominate and induct blues artists, either as legendary, master, or great local blues artists, which I'll be doing shortly for Las Vegas.
Wow.
And we have it's just a ton of blues musicians here who are just so awesome. And I'm just looking forward to acknowledging their artistry.
Yeah, that is awesome. Now, also, you're also a founder and a CEO of Dream Bigger Productions. Do you want to talk about what that is?
Yes. Well, I'm always been told by it was Joel Austin. He's always telling everybody to dream bigger, ask boldly, and there's nothing that you cannot do, cannot be, or cannot have. So I decided to create this organization. As you know, Allie, my father was diabetic, and it does run rampant in my family. So, in putting together Dream Bigger, I thought it would be a great way to help adolescents who are dealing with Alzheimer's. I mean, not Alzheimer's,
diabetes. Yeah.
To help fundraise programs that are helping the youth with diabetes. It's a debilitating form of a disease, I call it. And, kids today, they just have a hard time just being kids.
Yeah.
And to be diagnosed with this disease, it just adds, on to their hardship.
Yeah.
And also, Dream Bigger Productions, I'm able to showcase local talent, and I do event planning.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. I have type 2 diabetes, so I know what it's like. I wasn't young when I was diagnosed, and it's very unfortunate that your father passed away from it, but it is very hereditary. Now, you're also an advocate for the Alzheimer's Association. Were you affected by somebody that had Alzheimer's?
Yes, my way, and another a means of me giving back to the world. The world loved my father, and I thought this would be a better way for me to give back to his legacy, and that is to advocate for Alzheimer's. My dad, he died with it, and my mother right now, I'm her caregiver. She's living with dementia.
Oh, my goodness.
And shortly after my father had passed away, I had gotten the assignment from God to bring my mother home with me. But I didn't know exactly what was going on with her, as we didn't exactly know what was happening to my father.
Mm-hmm.
But, he had been on stage and, not remembering his lines and just disoriented, and sometimes just not knowing where he is. But, I mean, he's been traveling all over the world, so of course you can wake up and not know what city you're in.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I'm now my mom's caregiver, and when she came home with me, I had to reach out to the medical community because I had no idea the extent of this ugly disease. And so I got training through the Alzheimer's Association. Thank you so much. That I'm now a support group facilitator to other caregivers who are taking care of a loved one with memory loss.
Wow, that is awesome.
We meet every third Tuesday of the month, and my group is growing. And I've been doing this for over a year now, and it has just been humbling, and never gives us up. It's just been an awakening for me.
Well, that's great.
So that's what I do to give back to society.
Yeah, definitely. And at least you have people that you can talk to about it. Now, let's talk about your book. It's your second book. It's called Message from My Sister, God is Our Source and Supplier. Now, it was released May 7th?
Yeah. Oh. Well, yes, May 7th, but actually it came up May 10th. Okay. We didn't know that May 7th was on a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And so, business is open on Monday through Friday. Wanted everybody to run out and get the book.
Yes, definitely. So talk about the book. It's about your sister Sunshine. So tell us a bit about it.
Well, my sister Sunshine, she died suddenly, unexpectedly in 2005 due to complications of diabetes.
Oh, my goodness.
And her death came as a huge shock. It literally knocked the wind out of me. And so I had been grieving her for over 10 years. It's now 12 years now.
Wow.
But for what I did was to help me get through her death was to all the letters and the cards and the prayers, inspirational notes, gifts that we had written to one another, including with my mom. I put it in a book, and as time went on, I said I can organize it. And so long ago, putting the book together was therapy. And at the end of it, I was then in a good place, and I was able to let her go and hand her over to God. I gave him to her. Mm-hmm. And so my book is to let other siblings know that it is okay to let your loved ones go. It's hard, but we have to learn to move past their demise. And you know that they love you so much that they would want you to go on with your life.
Yeah, they definitely.
And God has great plans for each and every one of us. Mm-hmm. And I want everyone to walk away knowing that. And there's a lot of inspirational scripture. And it's, we all have problems. You go in there and, get back to the Word of God and listen to Him.
Okay. Well, I'm urging everybody to go out and get it. It sounds like it would be a beautiful, beautiful book. And it is now available. And you can get it through Kindle. So everybody go out and grab the book. And I'll be putting that up on my website as well, so people will be able to find it. Now, before that book and this book, I'm sorry, I was such a huge fan of your dad. It's it's titled On the Road with My Dad and the King of Blues, Mr. B.B. King, and it's a coffee table book. And it's got photography in it of your private collection that spans 25 years while on the road with him. Talk a bit about that book.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, like you said, it's 25 years of being out on the road with my dad. And I was, and you noticed that I was a budding photographer. Well, I was my father's private photographer. And everywhere we went, I had my camera ready.
Wow.
And so what happened in 1994, we were going into Annapolis, Maryland. And driving in, I looked up and I see my father's name on the billboard, and it caught me, and I said, "Wow!" I said, "This is bigger than where I am right now." And from that time, I had just made sure that I was just, taking pictures and just notating, documenting everything. And even today, I have notes from 1996 from a family reunion we went to in Kilmichael, Mississippi. And I had met some of my father's schoolmates.
Oh, wow.
And the paper that I was writing the notes on, I have that.
Oh, wow.
And so it's my history, and I call it my introduction book to the world, introducing Rita King, daughter of the legendary B.B. King, to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And just phenomenal. My son Gallagher, he grows up in the book. When my dad met him when Gallagher was 3 months old. And so it just went on, and our last big trip was 2011, and that was the Australian tour.
Oh, wow.
And I was out with him with 3 of my other sisters, and we were out for almost a month.
Wow.
And, yeah. I'll throw that in there, because I lost a job because of it.
Oh, no.
It was okay.
Oh, my goodness. That would have been, I couldn't even imagine. And the stories, I couldn't even imagine. I mean, he played with so many talented people and his talent alone. So I would have loved to have traded places with you. As I'm sure there's many people out there that would have.
Yes, fantastic. And I guess the most challenging part is to tell which story, because there were just, like I said, over 25 years of momentous time of being out on the road with him. And right now, as I'm out promoting, I feel that I'm on the road, back on the road.
Back on the road again.
And I big stories of my father.
Well, at least you have experience in being out on the road. Now, that book is also, it's available on Amazon and Kindle. So both books you can get both books. Now, I'm going to touch on this briefly. From the book, On the Road with Your Dad, you produced an all backstage access spoken word tribute CD entitled The King of Blues, On the Road with My Dad, featuring Josh Knight Blues Band. And it's available at cdbaby.com. And it was actually considered for a 2016 Grammy Award. That's how good it was.
That's how good it was.
Everybody wants to hear the stories. Yeah. Okay, so you wow me. I mean, everything that you've done and everything that you're doing and how much you give back, it humbles me. And knowing that you're addressing diabetes makes a big difference in my life because, like I said, I do have it and it runs in my family and both my grandchildren have been tested. But it's nice to know that there is organizations out there that do help with that. Also, your book, Messages from My Sister, God is Our Source and Supplier. I could only imagine the comfort that it would give people that have lost a brother or a sister and learning how to go through the grief and then letting go. It must have been a hard book for you to write.
It was. But Allie, I thank God for being there. For a while, I thought I was in a boat by myself, if you will. Mm-hmm. And he was waiting on me, and I couldn't let go. I could not let go, and oh my goodness, I cried every day. I was just depressed. I lived in my house. I couldn't open my blind. Oh my God, I was just living in darkness.
Oh my goodness.
And my sister, Marletta Mitchell, passed away. And she would come over and she would say, why are you in the house so dark? And I didn't realize that the house was dark.
Wow.
And but she would come and she'd open the blinds. And then she'd go back to Chicago and she'd call me. She says, did you open the blinds today? And after a while, yes, the blinds were open, and I would have difficulty going outside. And I don't know why, but I had difficulty going outside. And I knew that I had to work because I had to pay the bills. But it was as if I was sleepwalking. And I said and one time I had gotten up, and it was a holiday, but I was just so distraught. And I had gotten up, gotten dressed, and went to my job. And I get there, and it was on a military base. And as I was going up to the gate, it was empty. But, the guy had flashed me through, and I get to the parking lot of the building. There were no cars there. And I had a pass key, because we can go, I work over a lot. Mm-hmm. But I get Allie, I walk all the way into the building. There's nobody in the building. I go up into my office, and there's no one there. And I was like, what is wrong,
Yeah, what's going on?
Everybody?
Wow.
And there was a cleaning crew there. And I said, what are you doing here? And I looked up and I said, oh my God. And I just started crying. And, cause I was just out of it.
Yeah.
And, I was out of it. Wow. And, but I thank God. I thank my support system, for helping me through that. And I love you, Sunshine. You're now a more famous person. And, and she lived a top chef life. All of her friends here in Vegas, they just love Sunshine.
Yeah.
And this is to let other siblings know that it is okay. Let them go, and you get on with your life. You miss so much.
Yeah, and they wouldn't want you to be like that.
And the message is to trust God's timing.
Yeah, exactly.
And give it all to Him.
Well, that's awesome. I'm going to get the book and I'm probably going to bawl my eyes out. But I have a sibling. I have a younger brother who is still alive, and I don't know what I would do if he passed. So I can understand shutting yourself away because the grief would be overwhelming. And I think it's so cathartic that you wrote the book because that helped you through your grief. And in that, it's helping other people through their grief. So I think it's just amazing that you did that. And
yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, you have a website that you can actually purchase the books and the CD and there's other memorabilia, if I can say the word, up on your website. And it's called dreambiggerproductions.biz. And that's going to be up on my website. So everybody will be able to find it. And you can also buy the books on Amazon and Kindle, and the CD also on Amazon and cdbaby.com. And I urge everybody to go out and purchase The Story of Sunshine, at least. And the coffee table book I'm getting as well, just because I'm a huge fan. My brother is such a huge fan that he has a sweatshirt that when BB came to Winnipeg, he got it signed. He signed it for him. So we still have it. Yeah, we still have that. And actually we brought it out the other day because we were talking about you coming on the show. So I'm humbled that you did come on my show. Anytime you want to come on my show, you're more than welcome. If you want to send any of the inductees that you've inducted into the Hall of Fame in Vegas, give them my email, send them my way. I'm always looking for talent to put on my show. And I think you're a beautiful person. So if I can help in any way, just let me know. And
all right. And I want to say thank you to my big sister, Monica DuPont.
Yes.
I love you so much. And it was so funny. Allie, she told me, she said, I arranged the interview for you, and you better call her, too.
I know. I got an email. I got an email saying, okay, Rita King's going to be contacting you, BB King's daughter. And I'm like, what? I'm like, are you serious? So, yeah, she got us both. But Monica is a beautiful person. I mean, unbelievable person. So I'm really glad she connected us because I'm really hoping that we can help each other out as much as possible. I
want to say that Monica DuPont is the one who she nominated me for the Las Vegas Blues Hall of Fame.
Yes, and she inducted you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She told me that was the first couple lines after I got over the shock of Rita King, B. King's daughters coming on my show. She was very, very, very proud of that. And she thinks you're very deserving. So that's just the highest praise for you coming from somebody like Monica. So,
Monica. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's international.
Yeah, she is. She's just amazing. Well, Rita, thank you so much for coming on my show. Like I said, anytime you need me to help you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a call. You want to talk about your nonprofit organizations? I do nonprofit on my show as well. So the door is always open.
All right. I thank you so much, Allie, and thank you. This is fantastic. I look forward to meeting you, and thanks again. And may God continue to hold you in the palm of His hands, and may you have continued success.
Thank you, and the same to you as well. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website because you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in my attic. Cheers.